Hi, in this video I will demonstrate you unboxing and configuring CardioTrack 12-lead ECG machine. Also I will demonstrate on how to configure CardioTrack telemedicine application on an Android phone. First I will unbox the CardioTrack package. These are all the electrodes, clamps and bulb electrodes. There will be 6 chest bulb electrodes. And there are 4 clamp electrodes for limb connections. In the CardioTrack package, you can see some basic details. See here, there is a QR code which we will use through Android phone to install the CardioTrack telemedicine application. You can scan the QR code to download the user manual. This is the charger box. This is the main CardioTrack unit, which will be acquisition device. It also comes with this silicone case for protection. If you open it, you can see the serial number of the ECG device and also some basic information like manufacturer details and also few warning messages. Again, I will put it back this silicone case. And in the grey pouch you can see the patient lead cable. I'll just keep the empty boxes aside. You will get here patient lead cable, CardioTrack acquisition device, micro USB charger, clamp electrode for limb connections, and bulb electrode for chest connections. Now I will show you each item one by one. First we will take this CardioTrack ECG machine. It has 2 indicators in it, one power on off switch. To turn on the device, need to press and hold for 3 seconds. The device will get turned on. The battery indicator and the Bluetooth indicator. Battery indicator green shows that the battery is in healthy condition, and it also shows that the battery percentage from 20 to 100%. And Bluetooth indicator blinking here, it shows that the device is turned on, but it is not connected to any Android phone. Here you can see the charging port and the HDMI port for patient lead cable and for charging connections. When you unbox the device, need to check whether the battery indicator showing green or red color. If it shows the red color, you need to charge the device for at least 3 hours. Here it's a charger. I'll just connect it to the mains port, and the other end of the cable I will connect it to ECG machine. Here you can see that the LED battery indicator LED is blinking. That means the device is charging, and the battery percentage is in between 20 to 100%. If the red LED is blinking, that means the battery is charging, but the battery percentage is from 0 to 20%. Once when the battery is fully charged, the LED stays always on until unless you remove the charging cable. Once when you remove the charging cable, it stops blinking LED. In this ECG device, the battery is healthy, so that I can start using this device. If you remove the rubber case, here you can see the serial number of the device and QR code. This QR code will be used by the CardioTrack telemedicine application for mapping the device. And it also shows that some basic warning messages. If this unit is found faulty, please contact the manufacturer. Do not open this unit to repair it. such action will void the warranty. And the third warning message is avoid using the device while charging. Don't use this device while charging, and make sure that whenever you are taking a ECG scan, please use this silicone case. Here it's a patient cable. There are two ends to it. One is a HDMI connector which will be connected to CardioTrack ECG machine, and the other end of the cable will be connected to the clamp and bulb electrodes, and there is in between one can see the junction box, and also there is a pictorial representation where you can see how to make a connection to a patient using a color coding. The end connector will be having a color coding so that user can easily attach to a patient using these color codes. The HDMI connector of the cable will be connected to the HDMI connector of the device, and make sure that the connection is firm, tight, so it should not be a loose connection. The other end of the cable, you can see that there are 4 lengthy cables and 6 short cables. These 6 short cables will be connected to the bulb electrodes for chest connections, and these 4 connectors will be used for limb connections. The clamp electrodes which will be used to connect a limb connections, you can see that there are color coding also mentioned in these clamp electrodes. You need to connect it in a fashion that the color should match, and there is a letter written over here. It indicates that this is for right arm, and the red color clamp electrode which indicates this electrode is for right arm connections. Need to be connected like this and tight the screw. You can see that this is the standard practice and this is the standard connection. Now I made a connection with the simulator and turned on the CardioTrack ECG device. Now we will move on to the second part, that is demonstration of CardioTrack telemedicine application on Android phone. For that we need an Android phone or Android tablet like this with the Android OS version 8 or above. We need to download the application CardioTrack telemedicine. You can search in Google Play Store for CardioTrack telemedicine application. This is the application we need to install. Or this action can be done by scanning the QR code which is on the packaging box of the CardioTrack machine. It will ask for some basic permissions. You need to click on allow. Here you will get two options, one is sign in and one is sign up. For the first time user, you need to go with sign up. Here it will ask you some basic details, first name, last name, email ID, gender, user type. User type, general physician, phlebo or nurse. I will click on general physician. Click on sign up. Here this is the first screen of the application. You can see here some buttons like new patient, existing patient, and above that there is a please select CardioTrack device through settings. This is the first thing we need to do. We need to map the CardioTrack ECG machine with this Android application. For that we need to go to settings. Here you can see multiple options. To map the CardioTrack ECG machine, you need to click on add new device. Here it will ask you to enter a device ID or scan QR code. As I mentioned earlier, in the CardioTrack ECG machine, there is a QR code mentioned at the back side along with the serial number. We will scan that QR code now. Once you scan the QR code, it will automatically add this device to this application. Now device is been added and it is asked for pair the device. Before that you need to make sure that the device is turned on before pairing the device. The device is turned on now. Need to click on pair. This is the one-time activity. As this is a Bluetooth, works on Bluetooth connection, you need to pair the device first. If in case the pairing is not happening in this interface, you need to go to the Bluetooth menu. In the Bluetooth menu, you can scan for the device. You can see here the serial number is appearing over here. Click on that device serial number. It is pairing now. Bluetooth pairing request. Click on OK. The device is paired now. It is ready to be used. Go back to the CardioTrack application. Add new device. We have added a new device successfully. There are many other buttons over here. If you have added multiple devices for this account, you can see those devices here. In change default device, I have added only one device. If you have added more than one device, it will appear over here, and you need to select the device serial number which is physically present with you. So I have the device with serial number and which I have selected already. And please click on the alert on. It will make sure that if any error message while capturing the ECG recording, it will give alert warning messages. And if you scroll down, you need to set the default country code. As we are in India, so we will enter 91 as our country code. On save. And here for PDF preferences, click on server. The first configuration steps, if you find these steps difficult, you can always click on help button over here. It will download one PDF which will show how to add a device and how to configure the ECG device using in this PDF. You can refer this and configure your ECG device. We have already configured the ECG device. Now I will show you the profile page. Beside the settings there is a human icon. You can click over here. You can see here my profile. For any case, if you face any difficulty in capturing the ECG, when you contacted customer support at CardioTrack, they will ask screenshot of this page. You need to provide them this screenshot so that they will get user profile using this profile page. Now we will start with a new entry in the first tab. Here you can see the device serial number is appear on here, and the device which we have present at this time is the same serial number. We have made connection to the CardioTrack ECG device with the simulator. Now we are ready to go and capture the ECG signal. For that, you need to start with new patient. It will ask you to allow for location settings. Click on settings and allow location. Go back. Location is now enabled. Start with a new patient. Here you need to enter patient registration form. There are few fields which are mandatory, which is mentioned star over here. Is a patient name, age, gender and mobile number. You need to enter these details. By default, gender is selected as male. If there is a female patient, you need to select on female. Email address and doctor name, these are all optional fields. And click on next. And you can fill here the other vitals like BP measurement, glucose, cholesterol by manually. Like I entered BP reading as 120/80 and click on record ECG. It will ask you to add symptoms of a patient. If patient is suffering from any symptoms, you can select one of these options, or if there is no symptoms for the patient, you can just continue. Here again it will ask for two options. One is 12 lead ECG and one more is 6 lead ECG. I have made connection for all 10 leads, like chest connection and limb connection. So I will select 12 lead ECG. If you have connected only limb connections, then you can select 6 lead ECG. Now I am selecting 12 lead ECG. Before clicking this 12 lead ECG button, make sure that the device is turned on. Now you can see that the device is connected and the Bluetooth indicator blinking over here is steadily on now. The signal is started plotting. There are multiple information available on this page, like the heart rate, which is the average heart rate of the running ECG, and there is a battery percentage of the CardioTrack ECG machine. CardioTrack's hardware's battery percentage. And there are 12 signals. You can see here. These left side D6 are limb electrode signals, and the right side the 6 signals are chest signals. There is an info button, ECG info button. If you click on that, you will see some information regarding the ECG signal. And also you can see the warning messages like low phone memory warning message. Here you can see that there is a interpretation, basic interpretation like normal ECG. For ECG heart rate with between 60 and 100, it will show normal. I have increased the heart rate to 120 now. As I have set the heart rate to 120 in simulator, here you can see that the average heart rate is 121 and the software interpretation is showing possible tachycardia. And also you can hear that the beep sound is the alert warning message. I will again reduce the heart rate to 80. And there is a more important feature over here which will show if the leads are misplaced. Like if the leads are not connected properly, then it will give a warning message as possible lead reversal. I will demonstrate you that part. Here I will just interchange these connections, right arm and left arm. I have just interchanged these two connections, right arm and left arm. Now you can see that there is a warning message will appear. It will say possible lead reversal. In the right side you can see that the possible lead reversal and low phone memory. There are two warning messages. It will keep on appearing for every 5 seconds until unless you make the proper connection. Here also software interpretation will show possible lead reversion. I will again correct the electrode connection. Now you can see that the interpretation shows normal and the possible lead reversal warning message has been disappeared. Now we have acquired sufficient amount of ECG. The ECG should acquire at least 40 seconds of data to generate a PDF report. Before stopping the ECG, you need to make sure that these all 12 ECG signals are plotting properly. So that you can click on stop button on the right corner over here. It will ask you to, do you want to stop the ECG? You say yes. It will ask you to generate a PDF report or thermal print. You click on generate PDF to see the PDF report of the ECG. Here again it will ask you two options. One is share and one more is view. You want to view the ECG report first. So we'll view the ECG. Here you can see that the ECG has been generated now. There will be 2 pages report. In the first page, you can see in the header you can see the patient details and the device which you have used to capture the ECG and date and time and the complete 12 lead ECG signal. There is a 12-second lead to strip will be here, and in the second page patient information and the other vital which you have captured. In this case I have captured BP reading. Here you can see that the BP reading is showing here, systolic and diastolic, and the average heart rate. It also says the normal or abnormal with a basic interpretation, software basic interpretation. And these other vitals we have not captured, so it is showing not captured. This is about generating a PDF report. Now we have taken ECG scans successfully. It will be saved automatically in the Android phone. In the second tab, you can see the patient records. Whatever data we have captured right now, it is saved in the device. Just now I have taken a ECG scan with the name demo. If you click on demo, you can again see here the patient details, and also you can export the PDF report from here also. You can export the PDF report and it will ask you to share or view, and click on view button. You can see the ECG report. From here you can share this ECG report to a doctor or somebody through this interface. Here you can say that the send file option over here. Click on send file. Here you will get multiple options to share the file, like Google Drive, Gmail, and any other way of sending the ECG report. You can select Gmail. So the PDF report will be shared to your colleague or your doctor through this interface. Yes, also if you want to see the ECG signal, click on the patient name and click on view button. You will again see this ECG signal, complete 12 lead ECG with the next and previous page.